Hi everybody, it's FIBO Group and you are watching to the Market Watch review. Fears that Chinese lockdowns against COVID, which were extended for 4 weeks in Shanghai to combat COVID, may not be working and could be extended to Beijing have harmed equity markets, stopped the rise in bond yields and lifted the dollar. The majority of major Asian Pacific markets saw a drop in their currencies by more than 1%. After falling 1.4% last week, Europe's Stoxx 600 has fallen to 1.9%. The U.S. futures are 0.7 to 0.8% less. The dollar is a strong currency. It has appreciated against all major currencies except the yen. Before stabilizing, gold fell to new lows of $1,912 for the month. After falling around 4% last week, June WTI is 4.3% below $97.70. Asian Pacific market. China's COVID has become a strong economic force by itself. It threatens commodity demand and is threatening to disrupt supply chains. The U.S. threatened unspecified actions if Beijing does not sign a new security agreement with the Solomon Islands. Initially, the dollar was trading at JPY 129. However, falling U.S. yields caused it to fall and trades below 128. The range of the greenback is still in effect. For the third consecutive session, the Australian dollar has fallen sharply. It dropped 1% on Thursday, 1.75% before the weekend, and is down another 1% today. It has fallen to 1% for the 11th session of the past 14. Market of Europe. Macron won easily with an approximate 58 to 42% margin. Le Pen's chances seemed exaggerated by some media accounts. She was not in the lead according to any poll. Despite this, the euro traded higher initially before falling to $1.07 just before the close of the Asia-Pacific session. Macron's second term will be shaped by the June parliamentary elections, which will also determine his ability to implement his program. In late Asia-Pacific turnover, the euro was at $1.07055, its lowest level since March 2020. Sterling was again hammered. It fell nearly 1.5% just before the weekend. This was a drop of approximately 2 cents that brought it to $1.2825 today. It has fallen another cent to 1.2730. Market of America. Bullard, the president of St. Louis Fed, suggested last week that a 75 basis point increase may be necessary at some point. It was not his base case, he stated. However, no Fed official supported it. There is no official talk during the Fed's silence before the May 4 FOMC meeting. Today's economic calendar includes the Chicago Fed's March National Activity Index. Also, the Dallas Fed's April Manufacturing Survey will be available. Canada's calendar will be light until Friday's February GDP report. The U.S. dollar rose 0.65% to the Canadian dollar on Thursday and slightly more than 1% before the weekend. The euro morning saw it rise 0.2% to CAD 1.2740. That's all for me. Closely monitor the news background and be prepared for all the surprises of the market.